Watch this video to find out how to build a beautiful Christmas tree in Minecraft, from candles to ornaments, a giant star on top, and a beautiful base area to put presents. Come check it out. So the first step to building a Christmas tree in Minecraft is of course getting the tree itself. So there's two options. The first is you could put down 4 spruce saplings, bone meal them, and hope you get yourself a nice tree shape, and I'd probably try that first. But in the likely chance that you do not get a nice Christmas tree shape, I'm going to show you how to make a custom tree super easily. So all you're going to have to do is kind of find the center of where you want your tree to be, and I would put down 4 logs like this. And then basically you want to go up 17 counting this, so that's 1, then 2, 3, 4. You can just right click down like this to kind of build this up super quickly, and then just put 1 spruce log on any one of these that you want, just like this. And that is 18 blocks tall with 17 blocks tall of this wide base, just like this. Now of course the leaves are probably the most complicated part, but I'll try and break that down so it's quite simple and easy to put on. So the first thing we're going to want to do is take a look at our tree and go up 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything from here down is going to be air, so we're actually going to go 1 further up, just like this, and break the leaves below us. So this is going to be the height of the first leaf layer. Then we're going to go up 4 blocks from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Go over 2 like this, and basically build ourselves the first layer of the tree that will be built like this. 2 blocks like this, in 1, 2 blocks, and we're going to change directions, have 2 blocks like this. Then we're going to go out 1 more time and have 2 blocks like this. And you can kind of see how we already have a quarter of the tree shape, and we'll just repeat that around the rest of the tree, just like that, to kind of outline the shape and to kind of give us a good circular base for the first layer of leaves. Alright, there's that outlined. Now we're just going to fill all of this in with leaves, just like this, so we have a nice filled in amount of leaves and nothing hollow, so it looks the best that it can, just around here like this. And we'll just finish this up just around here, and that is the first layer done. Alright, the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to actually want to make another circle that's a 1 block in from there. So I'll just outline it just like this. So basically, just around here, we're just going to go 1 block in from the first layer, around here just like this, like that, and around here, just to make a simple shape like this, which is 2 blocks, in 2, then we turn so it's kind of like this shape like this, then 2 blocks here, and around here like that. And we'll just simply fill this in with leaves as well, to get ourselves, again, nothing that's looking hollow or anything that could affect that. Alright, we now have the second layer filled in. Now we're actually going to copy this first layer around the entire tree again, and I won't show that to you, but I'll just get that done right now. Alright, now our third layer is done. Now we're going to go out 2 blocks from the trunk like this, and basically make ourselves these interesting patterns like this, just around here, and we're going to transform this into a circle by putting 1 leaf block on either side. And this makes a circle that's 2 blocks from the edge. Now from here, we're actually going to go 1 out, just like this. We're going to go all the way around here, just going 1 block out from the smaller circle that we made. And that'll give us a layer of leaves that's just 1 smaller than the widest layer below us. Alright, so now we have this smaller circle and this bigger one, and we're actually going to copy this a second time. So we have the smaller circle again, just around here like this, and we will have the bigger one on top of it. Alright, there we go, and that's this bit done too. Oh, and I actually did 1 mistake. You can fill in a block here and here, so it goes 2 blocks, and then a shape like this, so it kind of goes out like this. 2 blocks here, and it kind of goes out like this. So you could do it this shape, but I think it looks a little bit more round if it goes out like this. I should have known that, because you could actually look down there, if I just break these again, and see that this had 2 blocks there when it should have had 1. So there we go, there's actually the second part done. Alright, and for the last section, we're going to go up here like this, with 2 blocks just around here like this, a very simple and small shape. Then we're going to go above it, and we're going to make the smallest circle just around here like this, like the one that was below there. Just like this, just going 2 blocks out. So this is basically again made by making 4 blocks from the trunk, just like that, and then putting 1 block in between. So it's really, really simple to make that. And again, we're going to copy that, just put 2 blocks around the trunk like this for our smallest layer. And then we're going to kind of make this circular shape again, 1 block up, just making 4 blocks out from each trunk, just around here like this, on every side. And then we're just going to put that block in between there to complete this as a circular shape, just like this, all the way around the trunk. And there we have it. And just to finish this off, we're going to have one layer of nothing, so there's going to be nothing on the side of this log. We're going to go up here, we're going to put a layer just around here like this, just making a super small little circle around the trunk, just like that, after skipping a layer of just being the trunk itself. Then on top of here, we're just going to go up 2 blocks just like this on every side, but not 2 on top of here, just 1. So we have kind of this flat base of the tree. And we can take a look at what this tree looks like, and I think it looks pretty good. Now of course, this isn't decorated in any way, and we're about to decorate it, and once we've done that, it'll look even better. Alright, we now have our Christmas tree. Now for the fun part, we're going to decorate it. Now I have all these different decorations here. You don't have to use these all if you don't want. There's a couple key decorations you're going to probably want to use. The first one is candles. They're a really amazing new 1.17 item, and they're perfect for a Christmas tree, so I'm going to use those. I'm also going to use glow item frames along with some really pretty looking items that could look like there's something that you might see on a tree, like an ornament or something. And I'm also going to use these gold type blocks and this glowstone for the star on top of the tree, and some other blocks for base decorations around the tree. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the glow item frames, and I'm going to grab all these different decorations on the tree, and we'll put the candles on a little bit later. So what you're going to want to do to get these really nice Christmas decorations on here is we're going to want to fly down to our tree, get to this layer right here, and start to put these item frames around the edge of these poking out bits of the leaves. So I would suggest putting maybe 3 on this top layer, but again, it's all completely up to you what you want your tree to look like. You can have more item frames or less. Now a bit of warning is that item frames are really cool, but if they're used in a huge abundance, they can cause a little bit of lag. So you may not want to use much more than a stack of item frames, and that's what I have on me right now. So I'm just going to kind of circle this tree in item frames, and I think I'll put the last one there, and then we have item frames all around the tree. Now the question is, how do we actually get items in here without it taking too long to kind of pick and choose the best place to put them? So we basically have a system of gold decoration, not gold gold, not gold gold, that would be not gold gold, gold, so we'll go like this. And of course these are magma creams, ender pearls, glowberries, amethyst clusters of the largest size, golden apples, emeralds, bottles of enchanting, sweet berries, and bells. But you can actually use any items you want to look like Christmas ornaments. Alright, now that we have them all laid out in our inventory, I'm just going to fly up here to just about the top of the tree, just up here. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to go down here, and I'm basically going to place one, then switch in my items to the next slot, place one, kind of switch around like this and place one, and I think I'll place down the last ornament to be an amethyst cluster there. Alright, now I believe I have all the ornaments in that I want to have on here, and again of course you can use whatever ornaments and whatever amount you want, but I would definitely suggest using sweet berries and glowberries because I think they really do have a nice resemblance to Christmas ornaments. And we can take a look at what that looks like already. But of course there's some other really cool things we can do to make this tree look even better. I think something I would really suggest doing is to use candles. Now candles are just such a cool item, and they're something that a lot of people use to decorate at Christmas time. So it's perfect for this kind of thing. I'm just going to grab these out of here. We're also going to want some snow blocks, or actually any temporary block, just something that's not transparent, so something like maybe dirt would work. And I'll also grab our flint and steel. We actually need to do a little bit of a workaround to get our candles onto the leaves themselves, because unfortunately we place down the leaves, and we're actually going to want a little bit of leaves as well for this step, and we place down a candle on top of the leaves. Well, we can't. I'm actually right clicking right now and the game just won't put a candle on top of there. What's funny is if we put down some candles on a different block, we break the block below it, well, the candles don't disappear. In fact, they'll stay there and they won't, just break later on like, let's say, an item frame would. And then we can put the spruce leaves below it just like this, and now we have our candles on top of our leaf. We can even light it just like this, and it will not burn the leaf. So we're just going to use that exact trick to get ourselves a whole bunch of candles onto the tree itself. Alright, here we are on top of the tree, and what I would suggest to get a nice spacing of candles is I would suggest putting the candles about a block or two away from the item frame. So you just want to break the leaves and place down a snow block just around here like this, and I would suggest using the same number of item frames as candles, so it's a little bit balanced there. You can basically just kind of go around the tree, placing down snow blocks to replace the leaves wherever there is a item frame, and of course again we will be getting rid of these snow blocks in a little bit here. Alright, I've now finished putting a bunch of snow on the tree so we can place our candles down. Now there's kind of a good pattern to placing down these candles that I'm going to use. What it basically is that I'm going to use 4 candles on every single snow block, then I'm going to use 3, then I'm going to use 4, and then I'm going to use 3, since I think the 3 and the 4 look the best. The only problem here is, of course, if I continue that pattern, the red's always going to have 4, the white's always going to have 3, and so is the yellow, and the green again is going to only have 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 4, 3, 4, 3, and then do 3 again for a second time, then go 4, then go 3, then go 4. So I'm basically going to count it out with the red. I'll go 4, 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, just to remind myself of how many candles to place down. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll just look at the snow block here and place down 4, just like that. And what I'll do is once I place those down, just to avoid more work, I'll just instantly replace the snow with the leaves there. So there's 4, then there's 3. And again, you don't have to repeat this pattern if you want, just something I'm going to do. But it's always good to replace the leaves just after you've placed down the candles, so you don't have to go through an entire second time just to do that. So I'm going to go through here, placing down all the candles in alternating patterns of 3 and 4, replacing the leaves afterwards, do the entire thing here, and I'll be right back. Also, something you can do if you'd like is you can also light these before you go down to the next layer, just by right-clicking on them like this. And if you do have fire spreads on your world or your server, there is no way that this will burn anything around it because candles can't cause a fire. Oh, one other thing I forgot as well, I would suggest using these 4 candle colors of red, normal candle color, lime, and yellow. You can use whatever ones you want, but I'm going to kind of alternate between a dark color, a light color, a darker color, and a lighter color, because I think those are nice colors for Christmas candles. And I've almost put all the candles on, I just have a couple more, so there's 4. We're going to put down 3 here. Then we're going to put down 4 here, just like this. Actually, I'll do 4 there, that should be fine. And we'll put down maybe 3 here, like that. I'm going to replace these snow blocks for spruce leaves all the way around here like this. And just like that. And that should be the candles done, so I'll just break all the bits of scaffolding down here, because that is the end of some of the decorations on the tree, but there's a lot more to do, certainly, so don't click away yet. There's actually a lot of really interesting things we're going to cover here just in a second, like, for instance, there's one part of the tree we actually haven't decorated yet, and it's very important. We're going to take a look at it in just a second here. What do you think is missing from this tree? Well, if you know anything about Christmas, you're probably going to guess that it's the star at the top of the tree. So what I'll do is I will build a star out of some gold blocks that I have over here. So basically, the entire thing is going to be made out of mostly blocks of raw gold, with a couple blocks of gold thrown in and a couple bits of glowstone. So we're going to start it down here. It's going to have a block there, and maybe a block there. This isn't super exact. We're kind of just going to do a mesh of different blocks around here, just like this, and we're going to do one on top of here as well, so maybe something along the lines of that should be fine. That's basically 2 blocks down there with then a 2x2 box up here. Then we're going to have 2 blocks going out on either side, so I'll just kind of vary what blocks I have coming out. So 2 there, then we'll have 1 there, and 1 there, and then maybe we'll have 1 here, and 1 there, and then kind of, let's say maybe 1 down here, and we'll give ourselves maybe 1 there as well. And the top will go like this, and like that. So we basically have our inner box, then 2 blocks poking out of either side, including the top, bottom, and all of the sides. Let's take a look at what that looks like. It should hopefully look like a really nice star, and I think it does. Now you may be saying the tree is now fully decorated, but it's actually not. The bottom of the tree looks still not very good. So I'm going to show you how to make the bottom part of the tree here look really nice, so we have a nice place to put presents or whatever else you want to have at the bottom of your Christmas tree. So I'm going to use red and white wool, as well as some green wool, and some waxed cut copper stairs. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to basically clear out all the blocks I don't want out of the bottom of the tree kind of here. Alright, so I've just cleared the area out from underneath the tree here. I'm actually going to put down a checkerboard of white wool, just like this, and we're going to make a really pretty pattern out of this that'll make kind of a good base for the bottom of our tree to be sitting on. So we'll just kind of make this a checkerboard all along here like that. And I'll be right back once I've placed down all the white wool here. Alright, we now have a checkerboard shape of white wool around the base of the tree. And what my pattern is going to be is it's going to be strips of red and green wool going through here. So basically, there'll be a strip of red wool going through here like this. And then between that will be a strip of green wool like this. And I think that makes a really cool Christmassy pattern. So let's continue that along here just like this. And you can see that's done. And the one last thing I'm going to do to finish up the very base of the tree is to use these waxed cut copper stairs and place them here, 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 and here, and here, and then there around the base of the tree to give us kind of a nice tree stand, because most Christmas trees in real life are kind of in like a big copper or metal pot, or just some kind of an area where they can be held in and have their water delivered to them, since they've usually been cut down and moved somewhere. And of course, if you wanted, you could break these blocks, put down some sea lanterns and carpets on top there, or you could put some torches around here. But anyway, that's how you make an awesome looking Christmas tree in Minecraft. It's really cool because at night everything here glows because we have lots of light from the candles and from the ornaments there, and we just have this beautiful Christmas tree that you can put lots of presents under and have an awesome community area in any world, or an awesome centerpiece for winter themed builds.